Hey, what's up, guys? Wyatt Hurts back with a little more Homefront action from the OnLive game service. This time we're playing some farm, we're playing some team deathmatch, we're doing some battle commander, and I am carrying the m200 sniper. I like this. I prefer this sniper. My infantry abilities are ice cold, keep myself off thermal, quick draw, and tactical reload. So it is a really solid little sniper kit here. A quick shot on Mask, get the headshot, put him down. He is the big player on the other team, and it really is a bit of a one-sided affair this time. We're stacked kind of heavy. Guys like Ash, guys like people like Wing, San Robert, and Cerebral Assassin, just to name a few. So coming around here, there was a guy that had passed by my line of sight. He did get taken out by the friendly at the corner. And then a second one does come in and finally does knife him. Young EC making a charge up this backside. I do toss a quick C4 just to try and head him off. But as you can see, it does end up just a little shallow on the corner. Not enough to do any damage. I get a couple of pistol rounds into him before my teammate does finish him off. So that charge was put to rest. Now diving off of this ledge like in true ninja fashion, I do plunge my blade into MW32's chest to finish him off, to put him down quickly. Now, with the sniper rifle, I do want to get up on this roof. I mess this jump up so often, but, happily I did make it clean that time, so I get up here pretty quickly. I do see the thermal silhouette up on the tower, and amazingly, I make that impossible snipe on Diaz, not once, but twice, to put him down and leave his corpse hanging in that ladder opening on the tower. I do try and get some shots on Zorak, but he just kind of ducks for cover and then waddles away. And I do know from experience that you cannot make any shots through those beams that surround the tower. So I just ignore him, leave him to be up there. And I miss a shot on Iceman. He runs into some cover. There's about 3 of them right at that corner, but surprisingly, that well-placed nade only takes out one. I follow it up with a second, wait for it to go off, and get one more. Now, a couple quick shots here into Young EC, put him down again, reload, and then try and get a shot on Wesh here, who goes all Matrix on me, jumping over bullets as they're coming his way, fall off the roof, get a shot into this Polish traitor here, and then go straight to the sidearm to try and finish him off, and I do. Now I take a little fire, forces me into cover, forces me into the bush, but I come charging out of there, knife in hand, put down my man, and then a quick C4 on the perimeter just to stop any charge that might come around the corner. Didn't do any damage, but I think it was enough to kind of spook Young EC. He kind of stays back, putting some fire on me. Finally, with the third, I do put him down, the third shot. I get a nade, pushes me up a couple steps, and finally, I see them moving on me, so I just think, to hell with this, it's time to get out of there. Rush around the corner and go to my Hellfires. It was a great idea, it would have been a great play had I not choked it and failed, and, I ended up taking an RPG up the ass for my trouble. So a nice little run to start things off, pretty fast-paced as far as, sniper action goes, but it will slow down a little bit here, turn more into a bit of a methodical kind of almost chess game between myself and Mask shortly, from my point of view anyway. So I take some fire in the back there, and I step out. It is awesome, dude. And he leads me on this kind of comical, merry chase. All we needed was a little Benny Hill music playing in the background as I chase him around that freight container. I finally do track him down, or, catch up to him and stick my knife in his back. So that was a, kind of a... just an awkward little moment there. Anyway, there's Ash. You can see him rocking out the 3rd star threat level. And right here, this was my mistake. Get it stuck on the ladder. I thought maybe the grenade was up on the rooftop. Maybe I was safe, but Zorak does put me down. Coming back in, now I had heard the warning of the enemy chopper coming in, so I do go to the LAV. And with the big stick on this LAV from the 2nd cannon, it will only take 2 shots to put down an enemy chopper, so I make quick work of him. Now, if you do listen carefully, you can hear a tank rolling around, and it is Mask. He does frustrate me when I'm going up against his tanks. He is a master tanker. He is really strong with it. For you guys who have watched me play, I'm pretty intelligent about how I can fly the scout, sitting in behind cover, waiting for my flares to recharge. And he kind of drives the tank the same way. He stays at a good distance and stays in an advantageous position where he has people ranged, and basically he picks people off, from cover or from those distant locations as they charge in at him. So he is really strong here. Now we do go head-to-head, we do butt heads here, and he does make quick work of myself and Ash, who was sitting second seat there. And, that just shows you how strong he is in the tank. But there was something a little funny there. It almost felt, he doesn't have any big stick on there, but it almost felt like it should have been 3 shots. It normally is 3 shots when a tank goes up against an LAV without big stick. Anyway, I do come back in. I try stalking around the back of him here. Toss a C4 as I hear him approaching. Miss it. just get a hit marker on it, and I thought I had nailed that second one to the turret, but I guess when I actually looking back at the video, it had only landed on the tracks, so just a little bit more damage, and now I'm stuck out here in no man's land with nothing to do any damage against him, no hellfires, no C4, and I'm forced to slink away, circle around wide, find a safer path back into the, you know, the central locations here, and I do move back into the battle. So I take a nade, Cerebral Assassin, you know, up there, taking out the man at the corner. I'm looking for the guy who threw the grenade. I think this was him. I get one shot into Ishmael there with the pistol, and then a nice lead on the target, put a shot right into his guts there, leaving him to bleed out and die. But who is it but Mask coming around the corner in his tank? You know, I'm not feeling too strong there, so I hightail it, coming down the backstretch, and there he is one more time. You know, I'm not even close to being the hunter here. I am totally the prey, and as you can hear, if you listen closely, you can hear him just slowly, methodically, with like some kind of psychological warfare, just kind of slowly creeping up down that backstretch. So after I bugger up all those shots, I do just charge out, take out Ishmael with the sidearm, but then there's Mass to charge around the corner, and he does put me down with some authority at close range. So I come back in the LAV to kind of go head-to-head with him again, and that guy I catch that guy at the corner of my eye. You know, I throw the first C4 long because he did move up on me, but you know, step back around the LAV and then toss the second one to put him down. Now as I'm moving for Mass, the round does end. You know, a relatively quick game, but a good one nonetheless. 10,000 to 6,800. Not as action-packed as some of the matches I've put on the YouTube channel, but I thought it had merit. So anyway, you can see Ash 20-1, myself 17-4, San Robert 17-3, and even Mass on the other team, a respectable showing considering he was a little outmatched. You know, just the teams were a little stacked. He had a 14-6. So guys, if thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until next time, remember why it hurts. Later.